So next we will hear about oil as a service. So once again about using resources efficiently. So looking forward how I can in the future use my oil as a service model.
Okay, good evening. My name is Mikko, and I present here fluid intelligence. Here we have this one, I suppose, with this. Okay, first things first. Do you know why do you change the oil in your car? This is asked me, how can I stop changing my oil in my car? How do you know? Courage? Anyone? It says in the book. Okay, now we have bypassed that. Okay, we work in industry with lubrication, hydraulic, heat transfer, and different kind of. My background is that I'm an economist. I have been working at countryside. I do very well everything technical stuff by hand, but I do not have physical education for that. Our point of view for circular economy is simple. Oh, this is not seen here. Okay, sorry. So, introduction. What is circular economy? Again, basically resource efficiency. Linear use, throw away, product waste, and wasted hour is wasted hour. Wasted years are wasted years. You can't get them back. So, our function at our company is prevent the waste, not to recycle waste. Okay, efficiency is important, but the point is that why resources aren't used efficiently? Because the costs are external, somebody else pays the waste, somebody else pays something else. Collision of interest by design. There is limits how much car can be driven, how much different light bulb can last. There was mentioned that okay, private is dirty word here. For me, private is the blessing and public means direct and huge waste. But we are not about that here. We are actually here of our interest, which is collision of interest. At the moment, most times we have deals or trades. The seller maximizes their profit by maximizing the price and how much they sell each kilograms, each pieces, each hour, whatever. The incentive on seller is to shorten the lifetime, create irrelevant value factors, fashion, technical limit the usage. Oh, you have been victims already? Or by design. Okay, car can be driven certain time, it will be broken. Power plant can be producing some time. They are not designed for forever. Car which is forever has been produced 1930s. In USA there's 3 of them. In Las Vegas to be seen. Okay, how we come up? Okay, we talk fluid intelligence. It's about oil, but fluid actually can refer anything which is used as, using oil in hydraulics, lubrication, and anywhere else. Oh. No, our business is crappy, dirty, old-fashioned, low-skilled. It's everything what is lifted. Those people who can't do anything else. You can be the oil guy. No one cares about it. It's like pretty much everything else but here. About what we do. Current way is that we have maintenance breaks, we have unexpected downtimes, machine failures, oil chasing based on calendar or for safety. There is oil cans running through the system, then it will be taken to the Fortum Waste Solution, Jämsä, and Jämsä at the moment, where it's recycled back to new oil after it has been waste. So there is double time somebody paying for that. Somebody paying somebody to take it, and then they get the money out from somebody buys the new oil stuff. Great business. Our approach is that when we are monitoring, analyzing, and taking care of oil, we can get rid of the cycle. We change the oil, we break the machines, we make environmental hazards by breaking things to nature. Actually, the thing is that we have known as a mankind from 1920s that okay, there is no actual reason to change oil. It relates to, you know the guy Virtanen? He used to do something with the butter. Butter was excellent export item from Finland, but it was it didn't last to England, where they paid it much. So Virtanen designed this butter salt, but okay, chemical component which prevented butter to go bad. It is similar hydrocarbon combination that is used at the moment in lube. Different kind of lubes at the moment, but yeah, the basics are the same. And that was invented 1920s. It's been used at the transformer since. Together with handling the different kind of hazards for oil or fluid, we can actually forget the change. There is in Finland at the moment sites which are using same oil 40 years and sites which are running half a year. The technical idea, if I go to the sales guy again, is that at the moment we are here. We predict when we have smoke, noise, smell, and the guy who predicts the bang is the genius. The guy who prevents the bang is the dirty guy who does not know anything. The lubricant guy. But we are talking about lubrication excellence, precision maintenance. Extremely, extremely hard work, precise work. We are talking about training. There has been actually cases in Finland that okay, they have sacked the guy who knew how to lubricate the stuff at the factory or power plant. Didn't work well. Okay, again, this is the source is not seen. But over time there's statistical knowledge how and why and what's the reason why machinery gets broken? There is initial failures, there's wear and tear, there are coincidental failures, and always the goal is to expand the beneficial working life as long as possible, as we have. Oh, this is reliable, cost saving, and so on. Okay, we have one case. They were changing 10,000 kilograms a year oil. They applied something, a little bit that and a little bit those and so on. And how much then? 500 kilograms. Another case, yearly oil change, 76 cubic meters of oil. After few years thinking and doing stuff, how much? 14 cubic meters. Not to mention the machinery started working. Okay, the oil savings are a bonus for us, basically, or the users. The most important reason is the reliability, to avoid the downtime. That's the most important thing. That brings all the benefits. Cost savings, yeah, the running factory is the best factory. There are some cases we have been doing. I can present this after the case more carefully, and also the stuff we do. Okay, now I just wondered why we're doing this. Because this is about incentives. We are doing this because the total market are quite huge. Every place we need to have, where we have rolling machinery, we need to have lubrication. It might be oil, hydrocarbons. By the way, hydrocarbons are millions years old. And how come they come on the ground and then they don't last anymore a few thousand hours? Damn, should have been earlier. The idea is that oil business is based on the idea that oil is sold again and again and again. It's not sold about it's needed, but they're created this kind of habit to change the oil. Your car is one example. Actually, there's a reason why you should actually change car, but I get that at the end. Okay, how we do it? Interesting.
What kind of equipment do you have then? How do you monitor?
Pretty much everything. The thing I have is incentive. Do you know why? IoT, analytics platform. What the sales guy does when you have a problem. What does he sell you? He sells more IT, more analysis. What does maintenance provider sell you? He sells you more maintenance working hours. Maybe if our best guy there would be working for you, 8,000 hours a year, that could solve the problems. Actually, you need 12 them more. Actually, how much you have money? I have 10,000 men. Okay. Laboratories, we need to make some more analysis. More analysis. Oh, this is really interesting. We have here issue. Maybe few more analysis would solve the problem. No, they would not. They would solve their own problem, getting more turnover. Oil company, you know. Okay, what we do, we charge whole punch. We charge the idea that, okay, customer gets everything that for free, but the oil stays good. We have same goal than customer. Our incentive, we make the most of our money when the customer gets the most of the working hours done real work, not anything else. Our incentive to work for the customer is straight aligned. If the customer starts losing money, we start losing money. Okay, now I tell you the truth. In the end of the game, this monitoring, as important as it is, the more important there is hardware, there is understanding. None of this is alone anything. We actually have capability to ship worldwide oil monitoring equipment, but we need to have a local partner or local presence to address the problems. No one is happy about the problems. They have it, or presume I suppose we all have. But we have the methods to answer the problems. Pretty simple. There is again. This is a crusher with basically first one to commercializing LoRa network use in business. We can make our stuff working at those conditioning, -30, +30, dirty, well, that is dirty, and water outside, horrible conditions. Also, we have to go there and check the oil tank sometimes. Those are my legs. And okay, there's another picture. I'm out of the tank. This time I was lucky. I was outside the tank. Not simple, but it all relates to each other. Our digitalization means that we can address the problems at the right time, at the right spot. We don't have to sell anymore random stuff to random people to talk they may have this problem. We can be really precise, we can be really on spot what to address. So, we addressed the problem, which was here, the collision of the interest. We actually applied known solutions. The way, the innovative service to create real value customer. The business model is not new, but is in this business, this approach is really new. And also, we do not fail. In this business, if you fail, you end up hurting yourself, everybody around you, yeah, somebody might even die. Don't fail. Okay, this changed the game of the maintenance. Pretty much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikko. Once again, my first question, I mean, you said that the business model is oil as a service. So how do you charge your clients? Is it based on the amount of oil they're using, or what's the commercial model you have behind that? How would the client pay for your services?
It depends basically the service level. But I usually aim that customer gets 20% minus 20% of what they are now, what their expenses are at the moment.
Any questions here about oil as a service?
How often do you change the oil in your own car? Can you just-
Oh, I didn't remember to answer the question, of course. Oil is washing liquid. It collects the salt out of your engine and tightens it itself. So that's why you need to really change the oil.
But can you install this on some small scale thing like a car or?
Well, actually you can. You can read it from Talouselämä last year. It's quite simple. Actually, they do it in Germany. You actually, the salt is taken out with the similar stuff you have on pipes, your burning gases.
Okay, thanks. Do you also look into other lubricants that would not be based on the fossil hydrocarbons, like more circular economy?
To be polite, yes, we do that. We rarely recommend to do that. Do you know why?
Is the performance like not as good?
Do you know why? We don't. I don't recommend at the moment use biodegradable.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's like not as good performance or something.
Think about water dam. There we have oil running out. Then there's break. Oil comes out. Hydrocarbons are weight less than water, so they are on the biodegradable. Most of them weight more than water, so they are under there. Another one is C. Another one is not. But the damage is the same, since actually hydrocarbons also are biodegradable. That's the point of being oil. But the idea is that, okay, the biodegradable are not very healthy either. They are actually the stuff which you cannot hold on the bottle, which is interesting.
Have you considered other liquids or fluids in similar sense, like refrigerators or something like that?
No, we try to be excellent in the one sector at the moment.
Any other questions?
Communications method, global network.
Just to clarify the previous sort of question or your answer, so does that mean that basically if you use biodegradable oil, it might end up making more damage
Yes.
than good?
Yes. And also, if you use biodegradable, which was used at the, I think, forest machines like Ponsse, it degrades so fast that whole Ponsse machine should be changed in a few years, and that would be quite a waste.
And if I understand it correctly, so by doing things that you're doing, you're taking the oil out, cleaning it, and then bringing it back in and using it again, right?
No, actually, we are not using it again. We are using it forever.
Aha, right. Okay.
So we are not taking it out. We can treat the oil where it is.
Aha, okay. So what the difference also here is that this application or what you're using actually isn't a situation in which fossil fuels are actually burnt in any kind of way.
No.
So that's why in this particular case
It's
a little
closed
bit
loop.
different.
It's
a little
closed
bit
loop.
different than the use of fossil fuels for other things.
Yes, it's very different.
So when burning, that's one thing, but than using them for this application, it's another, which is why it's able to do that. And you
Yes.
just turn it into something that can be used forever.
Yeah, and this is not the point is that okay, we have no methods and business model that makes that possible. That is wise for everybody to happen right. Beforehand, the oil change was required since we needed business model to keep everyone of us alive.
Right. And basically, right now, what we do is we take the oil and throw it away.
Actually, yeah, we take it to the. There's two sites in Jämsä and Hamina where we can take and they produce new oil and you can buy it back.
Oh, really?
You can pay them and then you take them and then you pay them taking that.
Okay.
So, nice.
Okay, maybe the last question, then I will.
So, like usually in every business, often the scaling up is like a thing, but now you're like scaling down smaller part. Like if you think about it, that traditionally you take the oil to that oil refinery again, so it's scaled up, it's a humongous plant, but now you have just a, if I understood correctly, it's in the back of your car. Or
Actually, yes, that
so
is
you're
thing.
scaling down over
Yes,
there,
this
and
is,
making it local.
Yeah, we are localizing the oil treatment basically. We can actually the stuff which can it's enough is smaller than this table.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Mikko.
You're welcome. Thank you.